Hello friends and my dear student, myself Komal Walde from RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are discussed about the chapter Kingdom Animalia from the subject of Biology, Standard 11th. Students, we know that Animalia, the Kingdom Animalia includes all types of the animals. This kingdom of the Animalia is the type of living organism, plantae as well as Animalia. So the chapter name is Kingdom Animalia. We discussed about the all types of animal. The Kingdom Animalia includes different phylum, classes, subclasses. So this classification is based upon which criteria that we are going to discuss. Again, we know that the different organism or the different animals are living together. Means there are diversity in between the organism or in the animal. Okay, na? Means so many different types of the animals are living on the earth, and this is known as the diversity, or we can say that the biodiversity. So before we going on our phylum, different phylums, first one, we are clear that the criteria which is used for the animal classification, means which character or the basic of the classification is depends upon the criteria used for the classification. Means it means the cellular organization. The animals are only cellular organized, or the tissue system, or the tissue organ, or it is means different organs or organ system. They are based upon the cellular organization. According to the cellular organization and tissue, different organs are present or not present. Again, the life process or the organ system is present or not. The second point is the body symmetry. The animals having a definite symmetry, means definite shape of the animal. That shape is depend again the symmetry. What is the symmetry? There is the three types of the symmetry: bilateral symmetry, radial symmetry, and asymmetrical. Means three types of the symmetry we are discussed in the detail. Again, the body cavity. The body cavity are acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, or the coelomate. These three types of the body cavity. Again, the criteria based on the germinal layer, or we can say that the germ layer. The germ layers, that is the triploblastic, diploblastic, or the holoblastic, etc. Again, the segmentation is also the factor of the classification. The segmentation means the body is segmented or unsegmented, and so on. Again, along with the criteria of the animal classification, the animals are classified at the base of three animal body plan. These three animal body plan are cell aggregate body plan, second one is the blind sac body plan, and third one is the tube within tube body plan. These three body plans are according to their digestion or the egestion, ingestion, and these body plan are three types. So first one we discussed the cell aggregate body plan. In the first type of the body plan, cell aggregate body plan, there is the body plan is do not form a tissue or organ. In the first one, the body plan is do not form a tissue or the organ. There is just minimal division of the cell, and this division of labor is among the cell. Means only the minimum differentiation between the body, and this cell aggregate body plan is found in the phylum Porifera. It is found in the Porifera. The second one body plan is blind sac body plan. The blind sac body plan, in which the body is like sac, and this sac is with only single opening, and the digestion is carried out from that single opening, means the ingestion and egestion takes place through that single opening. And the members or the example of that blind sac body plans are the members from Cnidaria. We can say that the phylum Cnidaria is included in the blind sac body plan. The third one is the animal body plan is tube within tube body plan, in which the digestive system present in the tube like manner or in the tube like structure. We can say that the alimentary canal or digestive tube is present in this body plan, and in the tube within tube body plan there is the two end. One is the oral end, or we can say that mouth, and another is the anal end, that is the anus. The examples or the phylum or the animals are included in the tube within tube body plan. Phylum Annelida to the higher animals, or onwards all the phylums. Okay, these are included in the tube within tube body plan, means these body plans are present in the Annelida to the higher phylums or higher animals. Okay, so students, let me move on our classification. The animal classification, which is based on the criteria that cellular organization, body symmetry, body cavity, okay, and the body plan also. So first, in the animal classification, we first discussed about the phylum Porifera. The phylum Porifera, it is the primitive phylum, or it is the first phylum of the animal of the classification, in which the phylum Porifera, example of that phylum is the sponges, hydra, okay na, the euspongia. These are the example which are included in the phylum Porifera. The animals are aquatic animals. Most of the animals of Porifera is marine animals, and the few are freshwater animals. Most of them are the marine and few are the freshwater animals, and it is also known as the sponges. The animal from the Porifera is also known as sponges. The body is asymmetrical in form. Okay, we know that the symmetry, the body of that sponge or the cycon is asymmetrical, means if we take a section, there is no two equal parts. Okay, that's why, means we can say that it is the asymmetrical. If we get the section, there is the no equal distribution of the body, that is the asymmetrical body plan. The animal consists many cells. Only the cellular organization in which the body is consists of many cells with little division of the labor or cells. Again, the body is considered as the colony because there is the small pores which look like a sponge like structure, and these small pores are arranged cellular and form a colony. So body is colony form. We can say that the colony of different types of the cell in the cycon or the sponge. Again, the body has numerous small pores. That numerous small pores is known as the ostia. The small pores are present complete body, that is known as the ostia, and there is a large opening also present, and this large opening is known as the osculum. The body is canal system, means the body water circulation is carried out by these pores, means the water canal system is present in the cycon or in the sponges, and the pores which is known as the ostia is absorb the water, and the water is take out from the osculum. The canal system or the water canal system is carried out with the help of ostia and with the help of osculum. Again, the reproduction of these sponges or the animal from porifera is both type, means asexual reproduction as well as the sexual reproduction. In the sexual reproduction there is the gamete formation, and in the asexual reproduction there is the gemmule formation as well as fragmentation, and some animals are reproduced by the process of regeneration. The fertilization is internal in the porifera, as well as the development of the larval stage is indirectly. The development of larva is indirectly, and this is the first phylum of the Animalia is porifera. Again, the second phylum, which is known as the Cnidaria. The second phylum, which is known as the Cnidaria. Here the example of Cnidaria, which is Aurelia. The Aurelia known as the jellyfish. The Aurelia known as the jellyfish, it is the example of Cnidaria. It is second phylum of the kingdom Animalia, or we can say that in the classification it is the second phylum. The body is aquatic, means the animal of the Cnidaria is aquatic. Mostly they are marine and few are the freshwater animals, and they are sessile or sometimes they are free swimming, means they are sessile and adhesive to the substratum, and the some are the free swimming in nature. Again, the symmetry of that animal from the Cnidaria is radial symmetry. Radial symmetry means what? If we take a section of that animal, it gives two equal parts. Any plane. From the any plane, we take a section, it gives two equal parts. That is known as the radial symmetry, and it is seen in the phylum Cnidaria or in the example of the Aurelia. Again, the body is diploblastic with the body plan is a blind sac body plan. Is a blind sac body plan means there is the single opening for the ejection and the injection. Again, the body is divided or exhibit two form. The body exhibit two form. One is the polyp and another is the medusa. One is the polyp and another is medusa. So polyp and medusa, these are the two types of the form in which the polyp is cylindrical form and the medusa is umbrella like body form. The body cavity is carried out the circulation as well as the digestion. The body cavity is for circulation as well as for the digestion, and hence it is the name as hence it is known as the gastrovascular cavity. The cavity of Cnidaria is known as the gastrovascular cavity because they perform the both functions, circulation as well as the digestion. Again, the oral arms or the tentacles which is consist in the body, these are the for adhesive purpose, means they are adhesive to the substratum, and the oral arms which is for the capturing the prey or capturing for the food. Again, the Cnidarias are reproduced both the types, means asexually as well as the sexually. The asexually reproduction is carried out by the budding or by the regeneration, and in the sexual reproduction they form gametes, means the gamete formation takes place in the sexual reproduction, as well as they alternate the generation, means they are exhibit the alternation of generation. These both generation means the polyp and the medusa, they exhibit medusoid generation as well as polypoid generation. These phenomena of the alternation of generation is known as the metagenesis. The metagenesis phenomena is present in the cnidaria, means alternation of the two generation. Again the polyps, the metagenesis means the polyps produce medusa asexually and the medusa produce polyps sexually. This is the alternation of generation which is seen in the phylum Cnidaria by the process metagenesis. Now the third phylum, which is known as the Ctenophora, it is the very minor phylum of the kingdom Animalia, or in the classification of animals. Very few members are included in the phylum of Ctenophora, and the Ctenophora is form the coloblast in place of the ctenoblast. In place of the ctenoblast, they form a coloblast. It is very smallest phylum of the animals, or in the Animalia it is very minor phyla because only few members are included in the Ctenophora. They are also known as the waternut, or it is known as the comb jellies. It is known as the comb jellies, as it is also known as the waternuts. The animals are found in the sea water, or we can say that it is the aquatic animal which is mostly found in the marine, and some are, means few are the free swimming or fresh water. The body is the diploblastic body, and the animals have the tissue formation, means there is a cellular tissue or the tissue level organization. The organization of Ctenophora is the tissue organization. There is no well developed organ, only the group of cells and only the tissue formation, or we can say that the tissue level organization. The locomotion is carried out by the filament. The locomotion is carried out by the filament or that ciliated jellies or the ciliated comb plates. The reproduction is sexual, that is the indirect development. Indirect development means the cnidoblast is absent, and in place of the cnidoblast there is the formation of coloblast, means the indirect reproduction. Instead of the cnidoblast they form coloblast, and it is very smallest phylum of the Animalia. So today we are discussed about the classification, and in that classification phylum Porifera, phylum Cnidaria and the phylum Ctenophora, as well as we discussed about the phylum and the criteria and the animal body plan, in which three types of the body plan we discussed: cell aggregate in the Porifera, second one is the blind sac in which only single opening, and third one is the tube within tube body plan in which two ends is present, that is the oral end which is known as mouth, and the anal end, that is the anus. Okay, these are the classification in which we discussed Porifera, Cnidaria and Ctenophora according to the criteria and according to the animal body plan. Thank you.